What's going on, good people? Let me check and see if I have this up and going live the way that I am trying, and I do believe that I am. What's going on, good people? This is Martina, Britt, Yelverton here on this Watch Me Work Wednesday. So I got to pull up a couple of different screens here. I apologize for running a few minutes behind. As you guys may have seen, I have a lot going on. I really do, and I'm excited about each and everything that I have going on this beautiful, blessed, and amazing Wednesday, hump day. So I am really, really excited. I know my voice sounds a little bit raspy. Y'all might as well get used to that because it seems like that is going to be the plan. So I'm not going to forget my promos today. So I'm going to get those up and running and out of the way, starting out the gate, off the block. What's going on, Stephanie? Thank you for joining me today on your lunch hour. If it is your lunch hour, it is around 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in Knightdale, North Carolina on my end. And today's Watch Me Work Wednesday is an open letter to startup and struggling entrepreneurs. So today I'm double tasking because I had some questions, one specifically come in on yesterday, and I want to make sure that I am able to address it. So definitely go ahead and post that one for catching this live. Let's jump right into it, right? So this weekend in Greensboro, North Carolina, this April 5th and 6th, this Friday and Saturday, we will be in Greensboro, North Carolina at the Living in the Overflow conference with the Too Smart Evolution team. I do not think it will be broadcasted live, so you'll be able to catch some of the replays that are going on. Next Saturday, April the 13th, the duo presents the Super Saturday Small Seminar via Zoom registration. You will definitely need to go to online.cashflowfreedomseminar.com to go ahead and get registered for the Zoom. We're going over bad credit and no retirement plan. Is this causing you more stress? If so, we need for you to come out and find out what the major companies are not telling you about how to increase your credit score to 750. Stephanie is a $100,000 Cash Flow Club member. She was able to write off over $100,000 in student loans. Guys, you need to come out and get that information. My job is to go through the smart credit system and show you how to work it, how to market it, how to brand it, and how to get people in with sales, as well as how to use it for yourself and increase your credit score. So that is my job, 10 a.m. to 12. We know we're going to run a little past 12 o'clock because there will be Q&A from associates, and there may be Q&A for participants. So definitely go over to online.cashflowfreedomseminar.com. Get registered, pay your $4.95, and immediately you will need to then click the registration link so that you can secure your seat. Once you secure your seat, then you will receive the password to log in on the Zoom call. Next up is my girl and I. We are hashing it out, and we're coming up with a boot camp for the cash flow manager, cash flow strategist. Stephanie has a 7-day boot camp that she is utilizing to get people to understand the importance of the cash flow strategist. I'm playing tag along, giving you a little bit of information on the cash flow manager, but she is setting that bad boy off on April the 15th, and it runs 7 days. We will hold, I believe, a live call on the 20th, just giving you some final information about the boot camp and seeing who's ready. More details on that will be coming out. Finally, April the 27th, we will be here in Knightdale, North Carolina, doing the Super Saturday Small Seminar once again, but we will be giving you secrets revealed on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We're going to teach you how to set up, start, and grow your social media experience and how to generate profits with our blueprint. It's a $9.95 registration. Go to cashflowfreedomseminar.com. You will be able to locate us via 1201 Argonne Drive in the Business Theater Center here in Knightdale, North Carolina, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. All right. And finally, let's do a little promo love out to my St. Louis Cash Flow Conference on April the 26th and 27th. Cortez Springer, Clarissa Pace, Dr. Winter Bogle, and the one and only co-founder Ivy Stokes will be in St. Louis. If you want to go ahead and register for that, head on over to St. L cashflowconference.com and get registered. I believe the registration fee is $25. So guys, thank you, Elva, for joining live. Thank you, Miss Phyllis, for joining live. Thank you for being coachable, teachable, trainable, and posting that one for catching this live. So I have remembered my promos for the day. I have gotten those out of the way. Now let's get over into Watch Me Work Wednesday and an open letter to startup and struggling entrepreneurs. So the first thing I want you to do in grabbing your pencil or your piece of paper and being ready to jot this down, let me help myself out, which I just realized I do not have this screen up, but let me help myself so I'm not struggling over here. And let's see if this is the right one, because then I don't have to worry about trying to type this in. I can actually just go to cut and paste and pull it in this way. So let me see if I was smart enough to do this. That is my April momentum. So this one should be my blog post. Boom, great. Now we're gonna cut and paste this baby. That way I don't have to worry about. Let's put that on the left side of the screen. And let's put that on the right side of the screen. There we go. She ready. All righty. So this is what I will do. Here's where we are. Just verifying that we're live. Yeah, we got a lot of things going on with our team member. All right. Just want to make sure I got that up. So these pop-ups are going to continue to happen. Sorry about that, but just making sure we're live here. And okay, I'll have to get back to that in a minute. So let me pull up here, put that on the left side of the screen. All right, that's going on there. And nope, not going to be able to do that because they're still going to pop up. So for now, let's go back and let's just hold it right here. All right, so in this image, basically what you see is Stephanie and I holding a mastermind. And here inside of this mastermind, what's going on, Greg Pitts? Thank you for being coachable, teachable, trainable, and posting that one for catching this live. What's going on, Coach Bless Ellis of the Stop Playing Movement? I'm so on fire and excited about everything that we got going on. But I don't want to hold you guys long. Where am I? Okay, 8 minutes in. All right, so let me get over into the open letter to, like I said, startup and struggling entrepreneurs. Please make note of what you're seeing happening over the last couple of days when I'm going live and I'm giving you this information, because you'll notice a repeat sequence. This week's theme and this week's focus phrase is startup and struggling entrepreneurs. So that's going to be in every post. It's going to be in every video. It's going to be a keyword. It's going to be a hashtag, because that is a part of how to manipulate your marketing. So on today, Watch Me Work Wednesday, called the hashtag, a startup and struggling entrepreneur has to deal with certain things. And if they're prepared beforehand, then it allows them to walk with a different posture. So the first thing that I want you guys to jot down, because leaders and note takers, is this mindset. It's going to be hard, y'all. Okay? And I mean hard. It's going to be a difficult process, but as long as you are aware of that, then you can deal with whatever comes up and whatever comes your way, right? So a lot of people don't realize that. They think that they come over here into the network marketing industry or into the multi-level marketing industry or into home-based business operations, and they don't realize that it's going to be hard. They think that they get to stay home and they get to not work because they're at home. But as you guys know, on yesterday's Transparent Tuesday, I walked through the entire schedule, and you guys see it's hard. It ain't easy, right? But I think if you make a person aware of that when they're coming into business ownership with you, you give them the opportunity to see the real deal, and you give them the opportunity to make an informed decision, right? So secondarily, let me have you guys jot down this. It's not a straight line. I promise you. You're going to have your up days. You're going to have your down days. You're going to have days where it just is not working out for you. Some days you're going to have to just go get back into bed, lay there for a few minutes, do some meditation, some prayer, and get out on the other side of the bed and start again. It's not going to be a straight line. You're going to be up. You're going to be down. You're going to have a lot of things going on that are going to truly rip and tear at the core of you, and you're going to wonder, why did I do this? This is not what I thought it was going to be. This is not easy, right? Additionally, a third thing you will need to write down is you will feel unsupported. You will feel unsupported. You will feel like your entire family has left you. You will feel like you have no idea what's going on. Why did you do this? You will feel just so out of sorts that you don't even know how to handle it. Again, if you don't know, all of this will catch you off guard. However, once you do know, you can move forward. So those are the three things that I need you to understand in my open letter to a startup and struggling entrepreneur, is that it's going to be hard. It's not going to be a straight line, and you will feel unsupported. However, and here's the upside, okay? When you act, and when you act swiftly, not fast, but swiftly, when you act with knowledge, when you act prepared, when you act with a plan and you implement it full 100% on into it, implement it, you will see prosperity. You will see things happen. The universe has no choice but to get out of your way. So when you make the decision, and one of my quotes is, make a decision to keep deciding, okay? Once you act, and you act swiftly, then you need to do what? You guys heard me talk about this on Motivation with Martina Midday Monday. You must believe. You must believe. Again, the universe has no choice but to get out of your way. So the A is you're going to act, and you're going to act swiftly. The B is that you're going to believe, right? When you're speaking to people and you believe in what it is that you're promoting, it oozes all over them. It becomes like when you smile, doesn't a person smile back at you most times? And if they don't, keep it popping. But you know what I'm saying? You must exude what it is that you're looking for. Be the person, as my coach Stephanie J. Sanders says, be the person you never had. Believe in yourself. Move, do, right? Let's go ahead and move on to the next letter to get you to understand. After you believe it, you must connect. You must connect to it, and you must connect through it. Connect with the people. Be at one with them. Commune with them. Understand what's going on. Be personable. Don't be about the company. Be about yourself, your actions, your belief, your connections, so that you get that back. Karma is real. Karma is real. So even after you go through the process of the A, B's, and C's, don't deviate. Do not deviate. Do not turn around. Do not detour. Do not distract. Do not just become a confused mess, because you will confuse those around you. If you are out here and you are doing things where you're promoting and you're believing, you're connecting, you're moving, you're going and doing, and something happens, okay, you didn't deviate. You didn't have anything to do with that. You had no control over it. But your belief, your actions, and your connections are still moving you in the right direction. Keep going. Unless God puts up a roadblock that stops you dead in your tracks, that says this is wrong, do not do it, never, ever deviate from the plan. Put your everything into it, go all the way, operate in excellence, move forward, empathize with those who have situations along the way that cause them to have to stop. Like we've just been reported that one of our ACE members, that her main squeeze, her honey bunny, her life partner, has passed away just on last night, guys. Okay? So we have to empathize. We have to love on her. We have to put our arms around her, and we have to support her through this process. We have to hold her up during the time frame that she's going through what she's going through. And then we have to keep our hands on her to make sure we don't lose her. Why? Because she has something she's trying to do. They have something that they were trying to do. They are trying to move forward, right? They are trying to move forward, and we want to do the same things. We want to love on her, and we want to move forward with her. We want to move forward with her. We want to move forward as a squad, and we want to ensure that everything that she originally thought in her plan, that it still comes to fruition. Why? Because we are a what? You guys know my word. We are a family. And we want to make sure that we move forward, that anything that we thought in our head, that we bring into fruition, and that as a family, we move forward. This I say a lot of the times, and then I'm going to slide on over to the very last part of what I wanted to talk to you guys today about was, God has already put everything in you that you will ever need to move forward. He already put it in you. He already put it in you. So it's there. You have no choice but to follow his directive. Right? So as long as you can do that, my open letter to you as a startup and struggling entrepreneur is that you pay attention. You understand that it's going to be hard. You realize this is not going to be a straight line. Understand that you may have to create some roads and some paths along the way. Understand that you will feel unsupported. You will be challenged. But as long as you act, you believe, you connect and you don't deviate, you get inside of this, you operate in excellence, and you put everything in it. You move forward with your family. Everything you wanted will come into fruition. You understand that God placed everything in you that you already need. You will be successful. Point blank, period, end of discussion, right? So I know I moved through that fast, but I moved through it because I had an amazing question come to me on yesterday, and I want to ensure that I address it. So let me pull up another screen. And the question that came to me was, let's slide down here. Okay. Happy Tuesday. I need your advice. I'm going to start volunteering for vendor booths. What items do I recommend that they purchase? My first question was volunteering with a question mark, because we don't volunteer, we serve. Right? That's the number one thing. We don't just volunteer up our time. We serve, number one. And so what I said was, thank you for your question. And to answer that question preliminarily, and I know that's not a word, but to answer her in the preliminary, I gave her 5 tips of things that she absolutely must have, that she without a shadow of a doubt will need. The first one that I said was that she have a smile, that she posture herself, right? You guys know that if you 100% believe in whatever your product or service that you have is the solution that someone needs in some form or format, it will support them, sustain them, and get them out whatever rut they're in, then that is your posture. You smile. You make yourself memorable to them. Okay? That's the first thing I said. The second thing that she 100% needs as a startup and struggling entrepreneur hosting an event is that she have a business card, and not for the reason that you think. She needs a business card because at this event, not only is she going to have her booth, but she's going to visit other booths. And when she visits other booths, then she needs to do what? She needs to be leaving her information, and she needs to be collecting their information. So let me slide this one over here, because I know I need to have, I don't need it there. I need to have it here because I want to make sure that I can have this information typed in here as well. Hold on one second. Slide that down, pull it up. All right. So let me type that in here so you guys can see that. Here we go. The question was, all right, so there's the question pinged in there. There we go. And here are my answers beginning here. So the first thing I said was a smile, right? And to posture herself. All right, the second thing I said was a business card. And the reason that she needs the business card is because when she's there at that event, she's going to visit other booths, not just stay in her booth the entire time. There's going to be a time when she takes a break and she begins to walk around. She needs to have information to leave with other vendors, and she needs to be able to collect from them. So one of the things that you do is when you're marketing or networking or even at a mixer, you want to hand someone a business card and you want to be able to receive their business card from them. So generally when you hand someone a business card, the natural response when you're smiling and you're genuine and you're handing them your contact information is they're going to hand you back their contact information. The reason you want to have extra business cards with you and have a matte side and a gloss side is just in case they don't have a business card, take the opportunity to write their information on your business card, right? So that you will have their information. You want to collect, if nothing else, their name and their phone number, mobile number. If you can't get their mobile number, grab the email address, but you want to have their contact information. You want to have it to leave with them as well as them get back with you. So the third thing that I said was she needs to have a postcard or something that I like to call walk-away material, right? Sometimes when you're speaking with an individual, when you have your mobile device in your hand because you're ready to collect their information, you're speaking with that information and you're prospecting them one-on-one, and you may still have people that come up to your vending table and they may just grab some items and walk away. You want to make sure that your contact information is on there. One of the most obvious important pieces of material that I choose for you to utilize if you're inside of this structure and this software is the "Are you ready for the shift? What's included in the membership card?" And the reason I use that specific card is because it has everything on it, right? And it has everything on it to the tune of you don't have to guess. You know, oh, I didn't mean for that to go live yet. I got to put everything on there. This particular one has everything on there that they'll need, and it's almost like their cheat sheet, right? So if you're looking at this specific card, it's almost like your cheat sheet. If you're standing there and you can't remember what all the services are, they're listed on the back of the card. If you can't remember exactly how much information is inside of the smart credit system, that it's listed. It's 26 videos, it's 4 rounds of dispute letters, okay? And it's some pre-established new credit with resources. So it's on there. It's almost like your cheat sheet. You're reading from the card, talking to the individual, so it's saving you. Your contact information is pre-populated on here, so then you don't have to worry about whether or not they walk away with the material and you didn't get an opportunity to share your contact information with them, okay? So that's what I say with regards to that as well. Additionally, you want to make sure that you have a banner at a vending booth, right? Excuse me. The reason you want to have a banner is because you want to attract them over to your table. You want to attract them over to your table. So this is the standard banner for this particular business. We have the banner here for the smart credit. I made some adjustments to it for my particular event. If you're out and you're just marketing yourself, I have that banner for that particular information. If I may not be doing my econ and I may just be speaking. If you're inside of a different service like the TLC, here's a brand banner that has Panique's contact information as well as all of the products that they have. Let's see, Miss Shamika, if she's at an event, when you see this, you're going to see that book cover. Thanks to Family First Designs, you're going to see that book cover and it's going to draw you over to her at her vending event. If you're out at one, like we had this one that talked about strategies at the New York Takeover, the original New York Takeover team, we had that at our cash flow conference. It gives you the strategies, right? It tells you that we have in-network professionals, that we have online and in-person education and training. That's going to draw people over to it and get their attention. Here we are with I'm not going to mispronounce, Rakia. I almost said Ranique. Rakia, her focus is the home of the kids, the homeschooling of the kids, right? And she educates the parents in the process. Is that not a beautiful thing, right? Miss Ray Hope. Miss Ray Hope has rebranded to Real Talk with Ray. However, Say Yes to the Shift was one of the first pushes that she had. And if this banner was at an event, you would be drawn to it. You would want to come over and figure this thing out, right? So we have all of these other banners. When I worked with the NCAVA, and this is their celebratory logo that we did, and they had this up, and it spoke to what the volunteers do, and this company, and I mean, just having something up that will draw people over to you is crucially important. You want to have something that speaks volumes about what it is that you're standing there vending about, so they're drawn to you. You want it to be bold, and then you want to accompany that exact same branding in your person. Let me grab this last bit of information here so I can plug it in. All right. And the last thing you want to make sure that you have at this vending is a memorable image. You want to have on a bright shirt that is about the brand, or a business shirt that is about the company. You want to make sure that you have the ability to repeat their name several times when you're talking with them, not just for yourself, but to warm up that cold individual that's standing before you, turning them from a cold prospect into a warm prospect. You want to be smiling. You want to make sure that you address them repeatedly with their name, that when you acquire their text number or their email address, you want to make sure that when you respond to them by name. So even when you're standing there and you're putting their information into your mobile device, you might want to say to them, Carol, do you mind if we snapshot us together in this picture and I put it up here by your name so I can make sure I never forget your beautiful face? And you turn that camera and you take a shot with them. You don't ever say, can I take a picture of you and put it above your name? No. Carol, do you mind if we take a snapshot so I can ensure I never forget your beautiful face? I'm going to put that in here for you guys. Carol, do you mind if we snapshot a quick pic so I never forget your beautiful face? All right, so let's jot that one down as a side note. That way you have a picture of who Carol is right by her name, and then at some point when you're repeating her name over and over and over, instantly when that call comes through and you answer that phone, you can say, hey Carol, how have you been since our last meeting at such and such and such and such? You've taken that cold person and you've warmed them up, so that even when you meet up with them again later, they are now a warm person, right? So guys, I hope this has been helpful. I know that she said it was a great help to her for what she's getting ready to do as far as her vending is concerned. I hope this information has been a great help to you. If there are materials that you need, you can definitely come over here to the Family First Tea store. I will get this one updated probably as soon as I finish this, because I have had so many people who are needing business cards, and I need to get more of the examples up on the site. You guys know we have that I have a boatload of examples. Let's see, where are my examples? I have a boatload of examples over here inside of the My Econ Associates album, but everybody's not on Facebook, right? And as we begin to go global in a lot of our touches and a lot of our contacts, everybody may not be on Facebook. Everybody may not be on Twitter. Everybody may not be on YouTube. Everybody may not be on Instagram. And so by me having this site here, it's allowing anybody from anywhere to be able to purchase. And it allows me, I'm trying to get to the photos here so I can show you guys the album. So here on this site, I have a plethora of business card designs that I am going to need to pull over to the actual site. So here were the original custom designs to Nick Woodard out of Hawaii, his front and back of his card. Bane Baker out of Summerville, South Carolina, his front and his back of his card. Mr. Edward Townsend out of Houston, Texas, the front of his Houston Wall Street Movement and the back of his card. And Miss Bertha Winston up in Maryland, the front and the back of her business card. Miss Prosperity Partners herself, Miss Sandy Hawks out of Maryland, her front and her back of her business card. And so a lot of these designs need to come over here and go on the store so people can get branded. And I'm excited about that. So I am right at my 30-minute mark. And so what I want to do is go ahead and pitch to tomorrow. What's coming tomorrow on Throwback Thursday is the biggest mistake most startup and struggling entrepreneurs make. Right? That is the topic for tomorrow. If you guys are excited about that, let me see you guys post a 3 in the comments. And I am hoping that you will be able to be on tomorrow, that you will be able to join me for Throwback Thursday, the biggest mistake most startup and struggling entrepreneurs make, because I'm going to be again transparent and show you some of the mistakes that I made in branding to help you guys not make those same mistakes as well. I should be on around 12 noon. That is my hope and my prayer. I thank you guys for your time on today. Thank you so much for your engagement and your involvement. Thank you so much for even when you catch the replay and you posted 2 for catching the replay and you post your comments even at that time. I really appreciate it. You're coachable, teachable, trainable, and that means we are going to go somewhere really, really dope. So my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. As always, I appreciate your time. I wish you better than amazing success. Be blessed, billionaires in the now. We'll talk soon.